Hi everybody, Rowan Smith from the Mortgage Center. I want to talk today about basement suites and a basement suite income. You'll see them written up in MLS listings, or you hear them referred to by realtors as in-law suites, mortgage helpers, anything of that nature. Depending on what municipality you live in, there's different regulations as to whether or not the suite you have is an authorized suite or an unauthorized suite. And while the difference on a month-to-month cash flow basis is nothing to you as a homeowner, the difference in terms of how the bank will look at that income and use it, if at all, is very important. Now, if you're in Vancouver, Vancouver has very specific regulations pertaining to fire code. You have to have sprinklers installed in the suites, you have to have fire escapes, you have to have an electricity panel in a common area. There's many other things, but that's you have to check with the city to get the specifics on it. Each city is different. Surrey is different than Vancouver, Vancouver is different than Coquitlam, etc. Now, if a city has specified that there is requirements for suites, then you have to either adhere to them to make it an authorized suite, or you have to just rent it out as is as an unauthorized suite. Now, this isn't that big of a deal if you don't require the suite income to qualify or afford the mortgage. On the flip side, if you need that money, meaning if you had a vacancy in there for a year, it would be financially distressful to you, then we need to be very careful of how your financing is being structured. When you're putting less than 20% down, CMHC will not allow the use of an unauthorized suite. CMHC is a government-run organization, and as such, they're going to make sure that any property that they finance meets the government regulations. Well, we're not going to have CMHC on one hand financing a property that doesn't conform to city regulations when the two are both government organizations. Now, there is another mortgage insurer, and there's two others in Canada, Genworth and AIG. And Genworth will allow the use of unauthorized basement suite income. They typically will require a greater degree of paperwork and underwriting. They're probably going to want a letter of economic rent from an appraiser to tell what that place will realistically rent for in the marketplace. They're not just going to take our word for it. They're going to want something in paper or a lease agreement, something of that nature. So if you're buying in an area and you're not sure if there's an unauthorized or authorized suite issue there, for example, if you go out into some of the outlying areas, there isn't this problem. They have not specified in some of the smaller towns and municipalities that you have to have certain things done for the property to be authorized. And if you're in an area, some of them, all you have to do is declare it to the city, pay the slightly higher level of taxes, double water, garbage removal, that kind of thing, and it's a nominal amount of money. It's not something that should be preventing you from doing it if you need to get that suite authorized in order to qualify for it. So if you or somebody you know was trying to buy a property with basement suite income, and maybe for reasons that they aren't clear of, their bank is ignoring that income, or is treating it oddly, not really giving them full credit for it, or not really helping out with the mortgage, when in reality that is a substantial amount of money, and you feel that it should be given more treatment, give me a call. We have a number of lenders that use all three mortgage insurers, lenders that will allow you to use unauthorized suite income, authorized suite income, both, and give it the same treatment. So if you're in that situation, give me a call. It's Rowan Smith from the Mortgage Center.